guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am here working with my new December Clique kits. And I decided to play along with the sketch that my friend Susanna Lee has created for one of our Facebook groups. And so that was the sketch you saw there in the beginning. You can also check it out on the Clique Kits blog website if you want to actually play along with that sketch as well. And I chose this sketch because I knew that I wanted these photos to really stand out, and I wanted them to kind of be the center of focus for this layout. And I also knew that this new December Clique kit had these really bold patterns from the new Dear Lizzie Stargazer collection. And so I knew that those two things kind of combined together would make for a really awesome kind of background layout. So I grabbed a piece of textured white cardstock that's going to be that big outside square like my entire layout. And then I pulled out the kind of light greenish blue with the stars, as well as the polka dot that matches it. So it's the navy, kind of navy blue. It's a little brighter than navy with the pale green polka dots. And then I grabbed that other paper that you see, that really dark green, to kind of create a break in between. So I'm going to play around quite a bit here with getting those layers exactly where I want them to be and make sure everything's even on my page. Excuse me. And then I am going to go ahead and take it to my sewing machine, and I'm going to do that off camera. And just add a little bit of stitching detail to the top left layers and the bottom right. And you can just barely see it on the screen. But in person, it actually adds a little bit of texture, and it looks really nice there. And so I'm working with these two photos of my son that are 4x4, just like the sketch called for. And this is kind of documenting, he went through this phase when he was little, where he wanted to wear fancy clothes all the time. So this little kid's collection of like ties and vests and berets and suit jackets was crazy. And he loved it. Like, he would go to school dressed like that. He would, if we were going to the grocery store, he wanted to be dressed like that. And so I have several different pages kind of documenting this for him. With this particular page, I just love the expression on his face. So I wanted this layout to be very clean, so that those photos really stood out, because every time I look at them, they make me smile about this phase of his life. So I went ahead and started out adding the green and blue elements from the ephemera pack that came with the kit. So these are from that Dear Lizzie Stargazer collection. And I knew I wanted the Stargazer and then that sticker at the bottom that says Count the Stars, and that came from the sticker sheet in the Traveler's Notebook kit. So just like I kind of predicted, I am using those two kits a little bit interchangeably. And then I also knew that I wanted to use that word wonderful as my title. So bringing in that little pop of copper meant that I needed to add that copper somewhere else. So I grabbed some of these little copper stars to put in my embellishment clusters. And then I also tore some pieces of the washi tape. And I really like the look that gave me by just tearing a strip of the washi and tucking it underneath different elements on the page. And so that really made me kind of happy about how that was all coming together. And then I decided to go a little bit outside the box, which is not typical for me, and add some of these orange accents. And so for some reason, they just spoke to me in the kit. And so there's nothing else on the page that has this orange except these tiny little pops of color that I'm adding to each of my embellishment clusters. And I'm actually really happy with the element that added to the page. It really kind of helps your eye travel throughout the design on the layout. And that little flare badge that says little things is one of my favorite things from this entire kit. So having that on this special layout about my son is perfect. But that's basically going to do it. So this layout came together really quickly, and definitely check out Susanna's sketch as well as the December Clique kits. I can't wait to see what you make, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!